So for this tutorial, I am using a 15.75 millimeter Tunisian crochet hook. I purchased this from Amazon, and I will leave a link to this exact crochet hook in the description box below. I am using the loops and thread. For this blanket, I used 12 skeins of this yarn, and then you'll also need a scissors, of course, and a darning needle. So before I get started, I just want to address why I have faux fur as my background. And it's because the Tunisian crochet hook, when you're first crocheting, this hits everything, and it was really distracting. I tried to film this earlier, and it was really distracting to hear this constantly hitting against a hard surface. So this faux fur is not a permanent change, it's just for this tutorial. Okay, so you'll start by creating a slip knot, and you can do this however you want. I just wrap mine around 2 fingers and then pull through. And then insert your crochet hook. Okay, and then we're going to start by chaining 12, and this is just a sample size. I will leave the exact stitch count and pattern for the blanket that I made in the description box below, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just doing a sample size to show you the different stitches. So to create your chain, you're going to yarn over your crochet hook and pull through. So that's 1, yarn over, pull through. That's 2, yarn over, pull through. That's 3, yarn over, pull through. 4, yarn over, pull through. 5, yarn over, pull through. 6, yarn over, pull through. 7, yarn over, pull through. 8, yarn over, pull through. 9, yarn over, pull through. 10, yarn over, pull through. 11, and then yarn over, pull through. 12. Okay, so to start crocheting that first round, you're going to turn your work over, and you're actually going to crochet in that back bump of your chain. So you're going to skip this first stitch and insert your crochet hook into that second bump. And then you're going to yarn over and pull through, and you're going to leave both loops on your crochet hook. You're going to insert your crochet hook into that next bump, yarn over, pull through, insert it into that very next one, yarn over, pull through, and you're just going to continue along in this manner all the way through your foundation chain, just leaving each loop on your crochet hook. This really is a blend of crochet and knitting. And I'm not going to talk about how you should hold your crochet hook when you're doing Tunisian crochet, simply because, one, I hold it differently because of how my camera is set up, but also I really believe that everyone holds their knitting needles or crochet hooks in the way that is the most comfortable for them. So if you're not holding it like I am, totally fine. You don't necessarily need to. It's not right or wrong. So to now take these loops back off of your crochet hook, you're going to yarn over, and you're going to pull just through one of those loops. And that's so that there's a very nice corner there. And then you're going to yarn over, and you're going to pull through 2. And then yarn over and pull through 2 more loops. Yarn over, pull through 2. 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 And then yarn over and pull through those last 2. Okay, so this is what your first row of Tunisian crochet should be looking like. So now to start that next row, you're going to bring your yarn down, because we're going to do a purl stitch just to show you what to do if you do struggle with curling. And you're going to bring your crochet hook back down, and you're going to insert it between these 2 vertical bars that you see. So you're going to insert your crochet hook, and then you're going to bring this yarn up and yarn over and pull it through that vertical bar. So again, you're going to bring the free end down, insert your crochet hook between those 2 vertical bars. You're going to yarn over and pull through. Bring your yarn down, insert your crochet hook, yarn over, pull through. And it did take me a minute to get used to how to hold the yarn and the crochet hook with Tunisian crochet. And especially with the Purl stitch, I think that's a little more difficult too than the simple stitch. But as you practice, you'll just get used to what feels the best for you. And like I said earlier, there is no right or wrong way of holding either the yarn or the crochet hook with Tunisian crochet. It's just whatever feels best and most comfortable for you. Okay, so I want to point out on this last round, there's not necessarily vertical bars for you to crochet through, but what you're going to do is you're going to separate these two. It's a V on the end. You're going to separate those two from this third bar, and you're going to insert your crochet hook between it, having the V here on the outside, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through. And then just like we did on the first row, we're only going to yarn over and pull through one here on the very end, but then the rest of the way we're going to yarn over and pull through two. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have been sick for what feels like forever, but I guess it's been about a week and a half, and I still do not have my voice back. So I tried to film this tutorial on Monday, but my voice was so bad that I totally scrapped it and decided to just start over. So this is what your work should be looking like now. And now we're going to go into the Tunisian Simple Stitch. And this is the easiest stitch ever. I mean, not that the Purl stitch is hard, but this one is even easier than the Purl stitch. So again, we're just going to insert our crochet hook between those two vertical lines, bringing out on the front, yarn over and pull through. Insert between the two vertical lines, again bringing it out on front, yarn over and pull through. And then you're just going to continue along in that manner. Crochet hook between the two vertical lines, bring it out front, yarn over and pull through. Always leaving the loop on your crochet hook, because as you know by now, we're going to remove those loops when we come back. And then again, we're going to look for that outside V, and we're going to insert our crochet hook with the outside V's, bringing it onto the front of our crochet hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through, and we're going to yarn over and pull through one, again on the end there. Everything else is yarn over and pull through two. Okay, so this was our foundation row. This is our Purl stitch, and then this is our first row of the simple stitch. So I'm going to do 2 more rows of the simple stitch just to show you how it's done. If you feel that you already have it, that's totally fine. But again, I'm just inserting my crochet hook between the 2 vertical bars, bringing it out front, yarn over and pull through. I'm going to do that all the way again. And the reason that I purchased this crochet hook from Amazon with this rope instead of the really long crochet hook is because I knew I was going to be crocheting a blanket. And if you are a knitter, you already know this, but the blanket, as you get farther into your work, if you're holding it in your hand, all of that yarn, it's going to get really heavy. So it's nice that this can hold the weight as you're crocheting. So if you can see what I mean by the curling, do you see how this right here is wanting to curl a little bit? And this is like laying flat. The simple stitch and the knit stitch just have a tendency to curl, and you can always offset it with the purl stitch. Okay, so now I am going to do a purl stitch, a row of purl stitch. And again, I'll go slow. So again, you'll just bring your crochet hook down, insert it between the vertical lines, again bringing it up to the front, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through. Again, bring your yarn down, insert your crochet hook, yarn over, pull through, bring your yarn down, insert your crochet hook, yarn over, pull through, insert your crochet hook, yarn over, pull through. And I promise, as awkward as this looks, you'll become quite skilled at this when you crochet a full blanket. And we're going to do the exact same thing that we've been doing all along. We're going to find that V, insert our crochet hook, and then we're going to yarn over. And I'm actually, let me point out that you should, instead of having your yarn down at the end, you should have your yarn at the top. Insert in that V, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through. And then again, yarn over and pull through one there at the very end, and then yarn over, pull through two the rest of the way. Okay, so that's your purl stitch, and now I'm going to show you how to bind off. So to bind off, you're going to insert your crochet hook again between the vertical lines, bringing your crochet hook to the front, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through, having 2 loops on your crochet hook, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through 2. You're going to continue along in that manner. So again, insert your crochet hook between the 2 vertical bars, yarn over and pull through, 2 loops on your crochet hook, yarn over and pull through 2. And you're just going to continue along. Okay, we're again going to find that back V. We're going to insert our crochet hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. I'm going to cut this off, and then I'm going to pull this through this last loop, tighten it, there you go. And I'm going to turn my work over, and this is what the back looks like. And then I'm going to use this darning needle to hide these free ends. And there's no right or wrong way of hiding the loose ends. I just go in between some of the stitches and pull through. And then I like to go, I think I've shared this before, but I like to go back the way that I came, so that it doesn't matter which way the blanket or whatever item that you're working on is pulled, but the loose end will never come out. Okay, so this is Tunisian crochet, and I love, like, look how thick that is. I love it so much. Okay, so last thing I'm going to show you is how I made the tassel that I put on each corner. So just using the same yarn, of course. I wrapped it around my finger 20 times. Okay, and now I'm going to cut right here, and then gonna cut 2 pieces about, I don't know, what is that, like 7 to 8 inches? I could be completely off, I don't know. And then I'm gonna pull one of them through. Oh, my ring is getting caught, oops. Okay. And then you'll tie it tight, holding all of the yarn together. I always knot mine, just to make it a little more secure. And then hold this tightly, bringing that second piece of yarn that we cut. And then I'm just going to cut. This is gonna be an interesting tutorial. Blame it on the fact that I'm sick. I don't know. But now I want to cut this evenly, so there's no right or wrong way to do this. Just make sure that the ends line up. That'll just make it look a little neater. See, can you blame me for not wanting this, all of this on my faux fur? I would seriously never get it off. Okay, so let me move this back out of the way. Okay, so now to attach it, I'm sure if you've attached anything to a blanket or anything crocheted, you already know how to attach this. But I'm simply going to, let's see. I want to show you the easiest way. So there are like 3 different strands right here, and there's no right or wrong way to do it, but I just I make sure that there's at least one stitch in the middle, and then I insert one of these loose ends on this side of the stitch, and then the second one on the other side of the stitch. Just so that it definitely has something to hold on to, and that you're not just tying it on one random strand of yarn, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and tie this. I'm actually gonna tie it twice. And then I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with the other loose ends. I'm going to hide them. That is the end of the tutorial. I hope this was helpful for you. I am not an expert at Tunisian crochet, which I'm not an expert in anything, but this was my first Tunisian crochet project and I found it really easy, so I hope that you found it as easy as I did. Thank you so much for watching. If this was helpful for you, I would love it if you gave it a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed yet, it would make me so happy if you did.